Road Trip with Ron Rondon will not be seen this evening, but will return next week at its regularly scheduled time.
Roll Squad.
What you're about to see is a real-life story, taken from the files of the police racket and bunco squads, business protective associations, and similar sources all over the country. It is intended to expose the confidence game, the carefully worked-out frauds by which confidence men take more money each year from the American public than all the bank robbers and thugs with their violence.
Regardless of the COVID-19 epidemic and everything else that's been happening at home, and what the guys can do, we now present to you Ask the Host. Ask the Host, whatever. And now your host, Ron Rondon. Hello friends, this is Ron Rondon. Thank you for joining us for this special edition of Ask the Host. We've took a lot of letters based on hosts in the show. And we've done the show because next week the show will be celebrating its 6th anniversary on Road Trip. And this is a very happy celebration that we are enjoying this show that I've done for over 200 shows. A lot of good guests and a lot of friends. But this is your chance now. You guys been asking me to do 2 things that I wanted to do. So I have a number of cards here that says, why did you want to ask me about? So here are a few things that you will be hearing from upcoming shows. Here's one of them. A person from Brooklyn, New York, who says, and he quotes, "You've been doing taste challenges every single way. And every taste challenge that you had all season, that you've been doing nice. With the hot sauce, and then with the buffalo wings, and of course, the most important part, the hot sauce. Yes, the hot sauce. I've never been burned in my mouth. I've never been burned in my mouth. So the question is, what's your next challenge? Well, person from Brooklyn, my next challenge is going to be very important. It's going to be a crazy taffy pole move. Yes, every chance you get a taffy pole move, you've got to move your own and try to use the buttermilk. Anyway, that's not the point. But my point is this. If you think I'm going to try a crazy eggnog challenge, that's a double shot that Opie and Anthony wants to try me a challenge, well, I got news for you. There is one thing time this station bring you this special breaking news report. Good evening, this is Walter Ronkite breaking in this Channel 7 breaking news reports. This week it's been a good day not only for every single body in the United States. The biggest thing they were afraid are penguins. No, not the hockey team, the Pittsburgh Penguins, but there are real penguins. This got escaped from off the North Pole to the South Pole and came closer to the Earth. But they visited the pond not too long ago, headed by leading penguin officials and everything else. Even the penguin, who was also from the Batman movie, was really gone berserk. Yes, every penguin that was so ridiculously than you find in any which way, shape, or form. As you see in this sketch right here, the average penguin is just 2 feet tall. That's about 4 feet less than the average person that's seen here in this picture. But if you flip the pages a little more crazily, you can see the same size as an average human that you're looking at here, and it's more even more green and
Well, you get the idea.
Yes, according to sketch artist, seen here by Mr. So-and-so there, has set this real sketch at the same size as a human. They've been grown to about 6 times the weight and the height of that bird. And 2, even the penguin just already uses, so it's growing ready to use every single penguin there is. So after all those penguins who've been, and the boat of everything, they came right across the pond to London, England. What happened? They've been marching ever since. They came right behind, but they did crash through a number of places. They took his human body to this.
From the changing of the guards at Buckingham Palace, to Queen Elizabeth's young husband, to another guard, to Richard Nixon, and 3 other guys. Yes, the penguin is marching down and getting on top of North America, and it will put a stop to this massive chaos.
And that's what you come in. Based on what these army of penguins marching up there and heading to the North American country, including the United States of America. If you have anywhere else where those penguins marching and getting close to this area, just call this number on your screen. 666.
You dope.
That's 666.
You dope.
We got a number of tips and a number of men and women who came in this newsroom who's gonna every message, and the message are definitely confidential, including the Air Canada, but still they're not really over penguins group. There's one called Let's Make a Deal Money Hall Zonfon Society, and every penguin who was in the Batman movie was also on the tips today. So call again. It's 666.
You dope.
That's 666.
You dope.
But before we go, we have just one more little wrinkle. Because this penguin has actually not only come close to North America, but they actually came to this stupid newsroom. Yes, the room over in London, England has taken over every congressman and every representative in this war room to get this, to come to the United States and taking everything away. If you have anywhere else again, call 666.
You dope.
That's 666.
You dope.
We now return to your regularly scheduled program, which I almost think is just about over. In the meantime, this is Walter Ronkites. Good night.
I want to cook some dinner. I don't know what to make. I might make stew, I might make eggs, I might just bake a cake. I really don't know what to cook. The choices are so wide. I might cook this, I might cook that. I really can't decide.
I'm planning my vacation. I don't know where to go. I might see France, I might see Spain, I might see Mexico. I really don't know where to go. The choices are so wide. I might go here, I might go there. I really can't decide.
I'm buying Mom a present. I don't know what to get her. I might buy gloves, I might buy boots, I might get her a sweater. I really don't know what to get. The choices are so wide. I might get this, I might get that, I really can't decide.
We really don't know what to do.
The choices are so wide. Very nice. Thank you. We might do this, we might do that, we really can't decide.
Are you sick and tired of removing the pits from your avocados? Of course you are. Pits are the pits. It's frustrating. And sometimes it's just downright dangerous. Great. Now you're getting sued. Introducing the new Pitless Avocado. Only available at Fresh Direct and Food Kick. Look how easy it is to slice up an avocado without a pit. You're gonna have a great life now. Oh, wow. There's no stone, no groan, no moan, and you're gonna be blown away by all the time you're gonna save. Caprese stuffed avocados? They're caprese good. Making guacamole? You'll be guackin' rolling in no time. Breakfast avocado pizza? That's totally kick-ass, dude. So, if you're still buying avocados with pits, avocado don't do it anymore. Order your pitless avocados from Fresh Direct and Food Kick today. But wait! Order right now, and we'll throw in a frisbee that you can also use as a plate. Pitless avocados contain 37.3% more avocado on average. Pitless avocados may cause avocado addiction. Spontaneous, illogical, and unrelated references to literature with no mention of avocados, uncontrollable urges to eat more avocados, feelings of general well-being and contentment, unsubstantiated claims such as you own an avocado orchard in the Poconos. Do not eat pitless avocados if you're allergic to avocados. Also April Fools.
Due to time considerations, we now rejoin our broadcast already in progress. The next letter is from LC, who is from Patterson, New Jersey, who says, "You've been doing a lot of guests on this show, and based on every episode that you've done great, what is going to be your next challenge?" Well, from the past shows, I did this, and it was great. I met great guests, such as Blue Brock from our very first season. Then you had Stacey Newton about her books. Then you have Aya Johnson, she's a singer-performer. Our own Don Turner, been with a frequent regular of the show. Just to name a lot of musical guests and great guests as well. But now, my next challenge is get another big guest. And what's that? Is comedy writer and the star of his own crazy show of the David Letterman Show. We're talking about the outrageous Will Schreiner. Now, Will Schreiner is a very funny comedy. He's a writer for the David Letterman Show. He hosted his own show. He hosted That's My Dog. And then he has done a lot of stuff. And now doing some stand-up every once in a while, writing a book and all that stuff. And you know from his dad, Herb Schreiner, who's the guy who hosted a game show called Two for the Money way back then. But the best part of funny, and I see this firsthand, when he was making his first appearance on the David Letterman Show, when he's thinking about using a film camera to do something to do the filming. It just reminds me back in July 23rd, during my school summer vacation. And I know why he did. Check this out.
My dad, he gave me a movie camera as kind of a going-away present, and it really took me by surprise because at that time I had no idea I was going anywhere.
Shall we go to the film now? You want to take a look at what we got? Or you have?
Yeah, I guess the best thing to explain, this is what this is about. It's I try to stay abreast of the news of today.
Well, there's so much going on now.
Yeah,
sure, politically,
you got the news update right here. So what I thought I'd do is sort of highlight this week in the news, things that have been going on the past week or so. So if we could just
watch
roll
the monitors, I guess. Yeah.
I ran out and grabbed my camera, and I just made my plane in the nick of time. I took one of these new no-frills flights. I was lucky, too, because I got a window seat.
Yeah.
You know, Dave, I'll never forget, it was a smooth approach into Washington, D.C. We came in right behind one of the new French Concorde jets.
Yeah, they don't have the bugs out of those things yet, I don't think.
The first thing I wanted to do in Washington was arrange some interviews with top government officials, but most of them were tied up in business meetings. Mm-hmm. And some were in court.
Sure.
I finally dropped in on a cabinet meeting, and, you know, they were all just a bit surprised to have the press coverage. Carter's top economic advisor was busy trimming the budget.
Yeah.
And Vice President Mondale tried to say hello. Over at the Supreme Court, there'd been a lot of controversy lately about certain methods of FBI wiretapping. And at the Pentagon, as you know, the volunteer army's not working, so the draft is coming back, and the Navy is the very first to get back into active civilian recruiting. Mm-hmm. And there was big talk at Democratic headquarters. It was big news when Senator Kennedy decided to temporarily step out of the running for president.
There he goes.
Yeah, it's disappointed a lot of supporters. You know, the high point of my trip, though, was a state dinner at the White House. Little Amy Carter greeted the guests. And Billy brought plenty of beer for everyone. Miss Lillian did a quick little dance. It was a big hit with the whole Carter family.
Yeah, a happy bunch, huh?
Carter tried a new image to help with public opinion. Had some quick notes made on his speech. Said hello to Ronald Reagan, of course. And came down to the banquet. But after Washington, I went up to New York City.
Right here in New York, yeah.
And I wanted to take a look at the economic picture. While I was here, the first place I went was down on Wall Street. And I saw where the dollar had reached another new low in trading. And after that, I went over to Niagara Falls to the polluted Love Canal and spoke with some of the people about problems, and they said they hadn't noticed anything, but the fishing's been just great. So my next stop was out in Los Angeles. I flew out on one of those World Airways $19 flights.
Yeah, sure. You get around a lot, don't you?
Yeah. On the LA scene, people are hard hit by rising inflation.
Oh, my God, sure.
Job layoffs have doubled a lot of workloads. And high inflation has been tough on many homeowners.
Yeah.
Let's see, in other news, the Air Quality District flew in one of their top smog advisors to take a look at the LA smog problems and to offer a few suggestions. Ralph Nader was also in town test driving the new Pintos. And the Diamond Lane went back into effect again.
Yeah.
You know, many people try their hardest to avoid carpooling. Well, let's wind things up and take a look at the weather.
Oh, great. Let's end with the weather.
Much like it's been all week, you know, we'll have a lot of that late night and early morning fog in the coastal areas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, we've been having a lot of trouble with our satellite picture lately. I don't know what it is, but as everyone can see, there's a chance of rain tomorrow. There'll probably be light scattered showers in the morning and a little heavier rainfall in the afternoon. Gentle offshore breezes at the coast. And the temperatures for tomorrow, Dave, will be in the low to mid 80s. Just slightly warmer in the inner cities, though.
A little warmer, yeah.
The air pollution index for tomorrow shows there to be a chance of a stage 2 smog alert.
Yeah.
Persons with respiratory problems are cautioned to stay indoors. That's a look at the news.
Yes, it'll always be outrageous, it'll always be funny, and it's always crazy to hear from the craziest Ghost Runner. So, Will, if you're watching right now, even if you're watching on YouTube or anything else, do me a favor. Please email me at the address you see on the screen. That is roadtriptvshow@gmail.com, and and we want to see you if you can get on the show and be part of the program. And for everybody else who want to ask some questions or anything else for real, just go to the same website email address, which is roadtriptvshow @gmail.com. Time this station bring you this special breaking news report.
This is Ron Rodden reporting live outside Flushing Bell Park, right behind this amphitheater. We interrupt this program to bring you this special report. As you can probably notice, this sphere will be replaced by a Space Needle that was stolen already from Seattle. Now the question stands, why this sphere coming into our area? For more details, stay tuned to this station for further details.
Information technology, IT. These are the workers on the front lines of device safety. And they hate you.
With your dumb questions and your undisciplined email security,
They think you're a dumb
all year long they harness their rage for one sweet, sweet day of revenge. April Fools.
So think twice before tossing that uncooperative mouse. Or yelling,
Make 40 copies!
at the new voice-activated printers. Or put your phone in the microwave to recharge it. Just because you have to rely on them every day doesn't mean you should always trust them.
Oh, hello there. I didn't know I had company. Do you mind if I visit with you for a while?
One of the things that will bring you the hucklebuck.
It's one of those numbers that tells a story.
The world famous and most talked about Mambo. The Swanee River warm-up.
And the voice that brings you...
You see them on TV.
Now listen, Ralph. As long as we're neighbors, you don't have to call me Norton. Call me Eduardo.
Until next.
Or was it?
Ralph Brandon here. And it's Ed Norton.
Yes, these two crazy guys are making their appearance at the world famous Beverly Hotel in downtown Ellenville, New York.
Yes, these two crazy guys from the TV show Nightmares is going to be around the stages over at the Net Ring with questions such as answering questions from fans. Teach some fundamental golf from Norton.
First tip of playing golf is to address the ball. Hello, ball. No, you get out of the way. Don't address the ball. Just hit the ball.
Being contestants on a game show complains to Alice.
That's right, you're right, Alice. One more word out of you, it's bang soon. Straight to the moon house.
And loses. Many critics react to their stuttering, and these are those. The critics are so outrageous, even McGarity being so jealous.
Why don't you shut up in here? You driving everybody crazy.
So are you ready to see these two in action? Or
Am I coming through out there?
the Brandon and Norton Tour now running it for a limited time only at
Beverly Hotel in downtown Ellenville, New York.
Call 666.
You fool!
Or online at 666.
You fool!
enjpy.com. Give it got free October, not included in the package. Due to time considerations, we now rejoin our broadcast already in progress. The next letter is from WM in Walla Walla, Washington, who says, "You've done a lot of crazy outtakes from the past, and you've done crazy stuff for any kind of... I saw you did the outtakes over in Flushing Meadow Park, right near the Atmosphere, and we saw this introduced during the Black Friday episode, except with gun shooting and everything else. What stuff that you've done previously besides that?" Well, I'm glad you asked me that. The first thing I always remember is the most important thing I've done already, and that is Yana Shimo. Now, I had a problem pronouncing one because, my ancestors, now he's Jamaican, and friends are Jewish, and my grandmother is part Jewish as well. So, when I got the pronunciation of Yana Shimo, I had a tough time doing this. Here's a few things from this outtake. Cello. Today we're going to be right outside one of the best places, as we know, as Knish. Today at Yosha Shimo Knish Place, right up here in lower downtown Lower East Side Manhattan, we're going to taste some terrific Knishes. Plus, a scene from the game show block party that we had. Well, Marty McFly and Dr. I'm here outside, Lower East Side here in Manhattan, at Yosha Shimo Knish Furniture Place. We're going to take some terrific Knishes right here, right now, tonight. And also coming up, we have a Game Show Block Party Classic. Yes, those two are back. Martin McFly and Dr. Brown in a game called Time Machine. So stand by, it's going to be crazy and tasty. I'm Ron Rondon, here on the Lower East Side, and this is Roll Trip. Hey there, hi there, ho there. What's the difference between delicious Knish, a crazy eating program eating orders and all front buffet, a talking one drummer, and a game called Time Machine? It's all here in Yama Shimo's. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. What's the difference between delicious Knish, all-you-can-eat buffets with Oreo cookies, a game called Time Machine, and talking about one ramen? It's all here at Yana Shimo's Knish Bakery. I'm Ron Rondon, and this is Roll Trip. Hey there, hi there, ho there. What's the difference between this segment from an all-you-can-eat crumb buffet with Oreos, a game show called Time Machine, and I'm talking about Wonder Ramen? It's all here at Yama Shimo's Knish Bakery. I'm Ron Rondon, and this is Roll Trip. There it is, the outtakes that you really remember. I cannot pronounce Yana Shimo until that point. That you learned something. I hope you learned something about the Yana Shimo was the real part of the deal. It's crazy, but I like it anyway. Time is taking for you this special breaking news report.
Good evening, this is Walter Ronkite at the Channel 7 Breaking News Special Report Newsroom. We just got information just moments ago, thanks to your tips, as those army of penguins just about invaded North America. This came to be a breaking story.
Just moments ago, every single penguin has now been captured. And the crowd was so happy. Thanks to our Dr. Teachers for the list. Thank you. And it wasn't being easy without the big help of one Bigfoot penguin.
Yes, every single penguin is after, thanks to the man who has been captured. Well done. Every tip, because of you, made this a science United States of America and the world a lot safer. Again, the top story, every penguin who's adult one are all been captured thanks to Bigfoot, the penguin. Well, that's the way it is tonight. Here's what we're working for you tonight at 11.
Tonight on the News at 11, you will see this man gets run over by a self-driving Model T.
That story is coming up tonight at 11 p.m. But for right now, that's the way it is. This is Walter Cronkite. Good night.
More and more pedestrians engage in distracted walking each day. So we extended our Honda sensing technologies beyond the road. Introducing Honda 6 Sense, a revolutionary new way to stay safe whenever you're mobile. Honda 6 Sense includes a number of innovative features. Much like lane departure warnings found in our vehicles, its sidewalk departure warning detects when you're veering off the path. Obstacles are everywhere, which is why the 360 collision system detects threats from all angles. And now upgrade to 6 Sense Premium. Just select a contact in the personal avoidance system. It will then track the cellular signal of an unwanted presence and reroute you accordingly. Honda 6 Sense, creating safe mobility solutions.
Is this your sweater?
Is this your shirt?
That's my blue jacket.
That's my pink skirt.
I think this is my new hat. We're looking for this and that. We're washing all our clothes at the laundromat. This and that at the laundromat. This and that at the laundromat. This and that at the laundromat. Are these your mittens?
Are these your boots?
Those are my socks.
Those are my bathing suits. Where are my pantyhose?
We're looking for these and those. We're washing all our clothes at the laundromat. This and that, washing all our clothes. These and those at the laundromat. At the laundromat.
Hey, give me that.
At the laundromat.
Hi, I'm Richard Bartram, Vice President Communications for WestJet. Today, we're announcing the easing of restrictions on pets in the cabin. We recognize that a growing number of our guests want to travel with their extended family, and we're proud to be the first airline to offer this type of service. WestJet's new service, Furry Family, now allows for any type of animal that fits safely on board. What's more, we will no longer require animals to be kept in the kennels while they're traveling with us. After all, they're part of the family. WestJet's in-flight crews have received special training on how to care for the diverse family members we'll now be welcoming on board. And don't worry, our lavatories have been modified to meet the needs of our special guests. So if you're looking to travel with your pet, whatever it is, learn more about our new program at westjet.com/furryfamily.
Happy April Fools from your friends at WestJet.
Due to time considerations, we now rejoin our broadcast already in progress. Now, for us, Fernando California says, you've done a lot of crazy special reports that time. I know you did the Walter Cronkite thing, and it was funny. And then you saw the outrageous video. What's the video that you done to the first special report? Well, as a real guy, as a real person, I would say, it was crazy because one special report I remember when you did this part until this very moment when you saw one of the crazy parts was that you really want to work for the show. And the worst part about this, Well, it was crazy because when you're outside Flushing Meadow Park, you're seeing about stealing a spear. That's the spear of the globe. We put a crazy thing in for April Fools. Here's another tip that it was happening. This station bring you this special breaking news report.
The special report back here in Flushing. As you probably know, these two angry dogs is upset because the Unisphere is moving because of the Seattle Sphere in Seattle's coming to our way. And we have another program until this point. We are talking with some people who are saying what happened to this Space Needle coming to this area. Tell me, what do you think of the Space Needle coming into this area?
It's a damn shame. Damn shame.
Absolutely. What about you?
Space Needle instead of a Unisphere. Why not that?
Yeah, what about you?
I have to see how the needle looks in place of that, then I'll make a decision.
Well, there's a lot of decisions about this report, and we'll keep it right here for more details. Stay tuned. More after the break.
So next time you will see, do not try to steal a spear. Find out who's the person who steals a spear. Those are my friends. And now my closing comments on this show. According to this station, to the programming and craziness, we always remember one thing, that we always doesn't bother the unions that utilizes this station that makes it most crazy important. Because our show has a lot of good stuff, a lot of clean stuff, but sometimes in April Fools we do ridiculous stuff. So I'll say on my behalf, first of all, Happy April Fool's Day, and we invite you to join us next week as Road Trip will be celebrating its 6th anniversary on the air. It's a special day. We don't know what kind of surprises it's going to be, what kind of craziness it's going to have. You got to tune in and find out next week. And of course, April 24th is the 2021, the 8th annual Be Free Awards. The biggest Be Free Awards ever, and it's a celebration that you want from all of our great shows. One good thing about today's big show, I'm also among the honorees. So be a part of the fun to join us with the Red Carpet Show at 6 o'clock, the live show at 7 o'clock. We're going to be at every single home. I'll be home for this one, or it's going to be at home. Most of the hosts is going to be at home, and it's going to be the same thing they did back in October when they did the at-home episode. But rest assured this way, by the time this is all said and done, by the time this pandemic is over and everything else, and now that I got my second dose of vaccine and I felt so good, I'll say one thing for sure. By the time everybody gets back at the Brick Studios and everybody will be here, we could have a celebration that will say no more vaccine. So, to you guys and everybody else watching, still time. Please, not only get your shots, right there, that's the vaccine shots, get vaccinated, and don't forget one other thing. Always wear your mask. And we're not fooling about that. That's it for us. We'll see you next week for the 6th anniversary show. Until next week. So far, this is Ron Rondon saying, keep the faith. Always pray to one another. Look out for one another. Stay safe. Get vaccinated. Wear a mask.
I'm closing this case now, or rather the courts will. But there'll be others, because that's the way the world is built. Remember, there are people who can slap you on the back with one hand and pick your pocket with the other. And it could happen to you.
This is Don Wilson saying good night.